Hi, how you doing? I'd like to tell you about the first time I met my husband. He was working as a assistant store manager, and I lived relatively close to that store and used to go in there a lot. So sometimes we, shoot the breeze. And one day I was looking, I said, "What's on your chest?" And he said, "Oh, that's my name tag. That's who I am and what I do. Rick, assistant manager." And I looked, and he said, ASSTMAN. And I looked, and I said, "It doesn't actually say that. It says Rick ASSMAN." He just sort of laughed. I've been married for 24 years, and we dated for 7 before that. So I believe the key to happy marriage is earplugs and deafness. I looked on LinkedIn recently, and I saw, this new feature, like your bio and what you can say about yourself, the blurbs. Usually it just says the name and, what you do or what company you work for. And this particular one said John Swift, pimp. I thought about it, I said, "Can you put that on LinkedIn?" I looked again, and it said PMP, which is project manager, professional. In fact, we have a couple of those in the family. I'm actually disabled, so I don't work a traditional 9 to 5 job like most people. In fact, I get paid 24/7 to basically lie flat on my back when I'm in pain. Recently we got streaming, and I really do miss regular program cable. I just don't know when to watch news and all that stuff. I really missed Saturday Night Live. So I was on a quest. It was like a quest for the Holy Grail to find Saturday Night Live as cheap as possible. Tried all this stuff and Peacock and NBC Live, and then we finally found, my husband found YouTube TV. So now I can watch it. And I get all the way to Saturday, all gun ho about watching, and I fall asleep. It's tough to get old. I recently went to get a prescription. I was at the pharmacy. I think this one was CVS, and I got to the self-pay. And it was like, it's this all these noises and lights was going ding, ding, ding. And, when you put your thing in, and it's like, what the heck is all this? It's like, what am I, in Vegas? And I was getting my Italian pill. Omeprazole. I have a little stomach issue from all the Italian food. It's really Omeprazole. 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 So I'm vegan. Most of the time, I try to eat vegan. So I eat a lot of nuts, seeds, and berries and stuff. And when I go out, a lot of times, just to have a snack, I make sure I put my nuts in my purse. I was reading an article the other day. It was an article on sexual orientation, freedom of choice. It said LGBT plus. I'm like, what's the plus? So I looked it up, and there was a new letter in there I hadn't seen before, P, for pansexual. And I was like, what is that? So basically I found out it was someone who would love or like or have a relationship with any of the genders. So if you ask that person, which gender do you prefer, they would say yes. To me, it really just meant, we're in a pandemic. I used to think, ladies, get your pans. Because it's basically, what you could do is clean and cook. And now it's like, Pansexual. Ladies, stay away from the pants. In addition to the M on my forehead for mom, getting older has been lots of fun. It's kind of like everything's pointing south, like the elderly migrating to Florida. I recently decided to try the keto diet. So I wanted to try intermittent fasting, which is like an 18-hour fast to like boost your metabolism. So I was looking it up, and Google spit out intermittent diarrhea, and I thought, oh, that's how you lose weight on that diet. I have 4 unique areas on my personhood at all times. These 2 things out that back there, and this. Don't go anywhere without them. I finally took my tree down the other day. Although now it's sitting in a box where it was standing, and it's not really fitting into the box, right? But that was a chore, like taking off all the garland from the top, and then I got to the center, and I was like, oh, I got stuck. And I was like painfully aware, get pricked and poked, of how hard plastic pine needles are. And I'm thinking, is it worth not having a live tree? And I thought, I'm just getting poked and pricked. Bunch of pricks. That's it for me. Have a good night. Don't forget to tip your wait staff.